Hello, and welcome again to tutorials of BCT, or Basic Culinary Techniques. We're doing a little bit of traveling around different recipes that you can do in your house. We know we have to stay at home right now because of the quarantine, and we sometimes get a little bit bored eating the same thing every day. So the British have their shepherd's pie, US has the cottage pie, and us in the Latin American community, in Puerto Rico, we have pastelón. There's a different variation. You can do pastelón de papa, or you can do pastelón of yellow plantains, or pastelón de plátano. They also call it piñón. So what we'll need for this recipe, we have it right here. We have some spices that I will mention them as we go along. We have traditional Caribbean sofrito, green pepper, red pepper, onions. We have a bay leaf. We have some cilantro, some plantains, and some cheese. So, plantain, green or yellow. For this application, we're going to go with the yellow plantain, as ripe as possible. If you can take a little zoom here to this plantain, you can take a look at the skin, how it has some dark spots. This is perfectly fine. What it is when the plantain is green, it will be very, very starchy. As the plantain ripens, these starches will turn into sugar, therefore making the skin appear yellow and then with some dark brown and black spots. However, this will be sweet, it will be tender and easy to work with. So let me show you how we do this. You want to cut the top of the plantain and the bottom, removing these two pieces here, and you can make a small incision along the side of the plantain. If this was a green plantain, it would be a little bit tougher to remove the skin, but because it's ripened, the skin will come out almost like a banana. So we want to make sure we peel this. Put it in my garbage bowl here. So now comes the part where we want to cut this into slices. If you have a mandolin, you can use a mandolin to cut it in slices, but if you don't, a good chef knife will do. You just have to keep a few safety tips in mind in order to protect yourself and make sure that you maximize your cuts and get more slices, even slices. So basically what I like to do is cut it in half, and then I'm gonna carefully hold it to make a little platform for me to be able to cut and the plantain to stay firm. So we cut a very thin slice that we can put in our plate here, and now our plantain is firm. It will not move on us. So we can go ahead and start making some thin slices. You want to keep these as thin as possible, as uniform as possible, so when you go to cook them, they'll be cooking evenly. Once you get to this last part here, it could be a little bit tricky. So I'm going to show you, if I can get a little zoom here. You're going to put it flat in the surface, and you're going to do a horizontal slicing, protecting your fingers, okay? Just to try to get those last couple of slices. It's important that you have a sharp knife. If you have a dull knife, you're going to end up trying to help your knife, and then you're going to end up with a cut. So see? Not much effort. We're going to do it again. You start with horizontal slicing. You want to keep your knife horizontal to the cutting board and do small cuts. When you get to the end, protect your fingers, and you have a nice even slice. So I'm going to finish cutting this. We're going to take a brief pause, and when we come back, I'll show you how we're going to cook it. Stay tuned.